you. Now just use your hands. Let's welcome tonight's guests. In high school, he was voted most likely to lead the search for his missing wife. Fox News contributor Tom Shalhoub.
Wife murderer.
He looks like the guy whose windowless van drives under the speed limit in school zones. Host of the Jim Norton Can't Save You podcast, Jim Norton. I wrote both of those. And today we expect only 8 references to Love Island. New York Times bestselling author and Fox News contributor Kat Tu.
It's only 6 weeks out of the year.
And they call him the Granny Whisperer, former NWA World Champion and the Wildfire of Planet Diver podcast. Wow. All right, so before we get to some news stories, let's do this.
Greg's
game
Leftovers.
Tomorrow.
It's Leftovers, where I read the jokes we didn't use this week, and as always, it's my first time reading them. So if they suck, we'll put Joe Mackey in a Spurs jersey and drop him off in Harlem. I don't know why Harlem, but hey. Vice President J.D. Vance has agreed to appear on The View. I know. One snag, they can't find a Secret Service agent willing to pat down Whoopi Goldberg. A lawsuit is trying to block Sunday's UFC event at the White House, calling it a profound misuse of a national monument, adding, "How dare you hold a cage fight right outside the place where Bill Clinton used to get blowjobs?" I know, it's terrible. The Pentagon was locked down and firefighters arrived in full protective gear and gas masks due to a hazardous materials incident. Local media became aware of the situation after a first responder initiated a code Nadler. That was a long way. Yesterday, President Trump said Iran could take a pounding like very few people could take. "Oh, yeah?" said one man. One long one, one short one. According to the New York Post, a woman who Graham Plattner cheated on his fiancée with claims that he has a really small penis. I know, it was so small it reminded her of having sex with Jesse Waters. Unnecessary. Unnecessary. The northern snakehead, a hideous, invasive creature, has scientists recommending that Americans cut its head off if they catch one. James Carville immediately responded by wearing a shirt that says, "I'm not a northern snakehead." Kamala Harris's appearance in a new Netflix documentary is creating a buzz that she'll run again. Also creating a buzz, Kamala's 12 bottles of Mike's Hard Lemonade. Biologists are stunned after discovering a single cell that they believe is actually capable of learning. Not stunned, regular viewers of this show. It's 2. A new study shows that obesity can lead to erection issues, unless you are into fatties. A man from Nepal set a world record by descending 100 stairs while walking on his hands. While appreciating the honor, the man said, "I would prefer to have legs." It wasn't even a world record. It was just another Tuesday. Cuba was struck by the strongest earthquake in 150 years. It was so powerful, it caused millions of dollars in improvements. Some women on Ozempic are dealing with an issue called ghost fat, where they still see themselves heavier than they really are. And here I thought ghost fat is what you saw in a haunted Lane Bryant.
Must be a white thing. I have no
Yeah. Last week, concerned tourists reported a suspicious old bag in Times Square. Turns out, Madonna was shooting a new music video.
Good for her.
And finally, actor Richard Gere says the U.S. is in a dark place.
Oh, boy.
Well, now you know how I feel, said one exhausted gerbil. All right, so even members of Mayor Karen Bass's family think she sucks. Her own brother, Kenneth, is suing the city after his Malibu home burned down in the Palisades Fire. He and his wife joined a class action lawsuit which notes that they not only lost their house, but were also injured due to smoke inhalation, suffered severe emotional distress, mental anguish, and annoyance. So wait, you can sue for being annoyed. Wow, I could take those brats in the St. Jude commercials to the cleaners. All right, I won't sue them. The suit also claims that thousands of homeowners went from homeowners to homeless in a matter of hours and alleges that a 117 million gallon reservoir sat empty as the fire tore through the Palisades, which is a pretty devastating review of that guy's sister's handling of it all. Imagine what Thanksgiving dinner is going to look like. Karen, this turkey is a bit dry. Could you pass the gravy boat? Oh, let me guess. That's empty too, you house-burning bitch. But yeah, now Karen's got to defend the city against her own brother. This might just be the most damaging endorsement of a Republican talking point ever, because for a year we've been hearing that the response was fine. The city did its best, mistakes were made, climate change. Kamala needed the reservoir water to mix with her scotch. Karen's brother says, yeah, well, I'm still suing. That's like Ilhan Omar saying, I've never broken any U.S. immigration laws, right before her brother files for divorce. Now, Kenneth Bass's attorney says the family connections are irrelevant. Right. Kenny's not some conservative activist. He's her brother, the guy who grew up with her. They probably share so many fond memories. He shared holidays together, went on vacations. And who else taught you to kiss? Yet, he still donated to her campaign. So what's Karen's defense now? You can't trust my brother? After all, he's so dumb he donated to my campaign? In reality, this lawsuit has the potential to cut through all the political BS because you can dismiss your opponents, call your critics partisan, or blame conservatives, but not so much when the guy suing you came from the same womb. And that's the thing about government incompetence. Eventually, even it becomes too much for your friends and your family. Victims of the fire don't care about your party or who you voted for. Suddenly, everybody wants answers and justice. And unlike elections, that's one thing paying the homeless for votes won't fix. Tom, this is quite an amazing story. I'm so glad you wore a name tag tonight.
Well, you know, not everybody knows my name, Greg.
That is true.
I don't have a big, you know, Gutfeld up there.
Yeah, look at that. You look like you're going to be telling me that my flight will be delayed.
I think this is amazing. She's got two other brothers. I'm surprised the whole family isn't in on this. Mm-hmm. But it certainly is no surprise, and I don't even think she minds. The heads of these American cities, these blue cities, they want to balloon their budgets as much as they can. I mean, did you ever get on the subway? It's like, New York may owe you money. Call this number. I'm like, they want, these state budgets, they want to give you money because the more goes out, then their budget increases, and then they have to increase their budget next time. And they love sitting on these big, big budgets. So do you know how much? I did a little search today. Mm-hmm. You know how much money? This was a Chamber of Commerce, and some people think it's a bigger number. $5,429 per household goes to paying off lawsuits if you live in California.
Wow.
Yes. Some people say it's as high as $8,000, but
hey, where did you get that sign made?
I just wrote it up, Greg. I make my own name tags.
You're just a regular Office Depot.
Yeah. You look like the guy that should be in front of a state capitol saying, you know, this book could get you tons of refunds.
Oh, yeah. I could have a question mark all over my seat.
Yes. You know, Jim, you hear this story. Does it make you regret starting those fires?
No, it doesn't, Greg. And I farted, and I'm like, someone's going to enjoy this. No, I was sued by my sister.
Really?
Yeah, she said in our family, I hogged all the good looks. No, I'm not surprised. I mean, why not? Just grab for the money. I mean, there's no sincerity in any of it. He knows she's an idiot.
Yeah.
And he waited till after the election, I think, or was it filed before the election? I don't know.
I don't know. That's
The
a
news
good question.
broke after the election.
Yeah.
Because I think Spencer Pratt probably would have used that.
I know. And by the way, and nobody, that's a great point because nobody's going to use it now.
Right.
You got two Democrats and basically the other one's just a place setting or a seat filler. So you can make sure a Democrat wins. So they're not going to say anything.
Yeah, well, I wish her a lot of luck. I mean, how do you not fall in love with that photo?
Yeah.
She looks like Bookman from Good Times.
She does.
Kat, what do you make of this? Imagine if somebody sued you. How would you feel?
Well, first of all, no one ever has. But right, I have a great relationship with my siblings, which is great. But you don't even have to have a great relationship with a sibling to not have this relationship with a sibling.
Yeah.
This is pretty bad, no?
Yeah.
Because it's like so bad that he wasn't even willing to apparently allow her to just pay him off herself in some way, right? But they had to know that this would come out at some point, right? I mean, I just don't know. Are they ever going to be pictured together again? I want to see the family group chat.
Yes.
Because there's definitely a family group chat. That's a family group chat. And then there's another group chat.
Yeah.
Without Karen in it.
Right.
And you know that one's been popping off for years. There's so much we can find. I mean, the whole story's in there.
Yeah.
The whole story's in there. Because you don't get to the level of suing in a way that could reflect poorly on your very powerful sister unless there were several other things that were tried first.
That was my brother. He's suing.
Yeah.
Do you think she's like, what are the odds she
Hold
gets
on,
money out
Kat,
of this?
they will see each other again when the check is cut. This is another part of the California fraud. I'm sure he had her blessings because they'll get settled.
Yes.
And then he'll get a big fat check. And then she'll get a cut. I mean, it's just, what else do we expect? How is this not newsworthy? This would be a huge thing. If your sibling is suing you, that means that all talks broke down, all abilities to work things out. She didn't have a guy for that in her office as mayor that could help them with their home. No, they realize that they're gonna have to pay a lot of people money, so why not get my family in it first? And I guarantee you that his settlement will be probably a little bit more than what his value of his home was actually worth, which is inflated in California anyway. So, and it's my opinion. I don't have any facts to back this up other than it just feels so right because California is so wrong.
And what about the other thing is the insurance companies. Like, they're not paying. Are they paying? Or
Yeah. A lot of the lawsuits in California are paid for by insurance companies, but it drives their premiums up. It drives rents up in California. So the costs are probably higher than this number.
I have to ask, did you make more than one draft of that?
No, I just did one.
Oh, wow, impressive.
What's underneath it? Because it looks really thick. Like there's extra paper there. Do you have another number?
It's just some other notes about today's
Greg,
show.
he stapled your notes from the show and he's using it for other things.
I know.
That's all right. We'll forgive Tom this time. All right.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.